Nehemiah had an exalted position in the kingdom, but yet and still the book of Nehemiah tells us of Nehemiah's heart for the house of God. So he goes and as a slave, he petitions the king and says, hey, listen, I'm bothered. I can't be here in exalted position while the house of God is laying in ruins. So the pagan king pays Nehemiah to go back and lead the rebuilding of the wall in Jerusalem. So again, this is the faithfulness of God. These stories that are written in the scriptures, they're telling us of the heart and the character of God, who impressed upon a pagan king to go back and build a wall to a temple that was of a God that was not like him. Again, all of them were not in conditions where these kings were not allowing them to, do things. Not only did he do that, but he paid for it. He sent them letters to ensure that the people in the surrounding nations would understand that this was approved by the king. That's a really good question. If you have some time, Nehemiah is an incredible, phenomenal book. But I love Nehemiah because he didn't forget where he came from. He didn't forget who he was. He did not become, an exalted person in the kingdom, but forget about his people. He fasted for, anyway, y'all gonna get me to go in and then we'll be here all night. All right, Charlene and then Tim, talk to me.
Yes, can you kind of expand on the Samaritans? Because I'm not quite sure I understand. Were they Jews? I'm not quite sure I understand how they had anything in common with the Hebrew Torah or the Bible at that time.
Yeah, very good, Charlene. So you had the 10 tribes. There were 12 tribes of Israel. 10 of them were in the northern kingdom, all right? 2 were in the southern kingdom. Somebody remind me, we talked about the 2 that were in the southern kingdom last week. What were those 2 tribes in the southern kingdom? Go ahead, Tim.
Judah and Benjamin.
Very good. Judah and Benjamin were in the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom had beef because the people in the northern kingdom began to intermarry with the people in the surrounding pagan nations. So they were a mixed breed of Israelites. And so because of that, there was always contention between the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. They had their capital city in Samaria. What was the capital city, somebody other than Tim, in the southern kingdom?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, very good. So they were always, mixing and different things like that, but the 2 groups did not mix between one another. Very good question, Charlene.